let's turn to Ashley Chisholm for a look at Adventist history.
Nearly 100 years ago, on September 1st, 1923, a 7.9 earthquake shook Japan at 11:58 a.m. It was followed by almost equally strong aftershocks, as well as a tsunami reaching a height of nearly 40 feet. Fires broke out in the aftermath. Thousands of people died. General Conference Field Secretary F.C. Gilbert, headed home from a months-long tour, was in Yokohama Harbor on board the 23,000-ton liner RMS Empress of Australia, which had been preparing to leave at noon. Since it was Sabbath, Gilbert was in his stateroom reading instead of on the deck. The Adventists in Yokohama and Tokyo were at church instead of standing on the wharf to see him off. Gilbert felt, quote, a singular jolting, trembling, shaking, and thumping of the ship, and the air thickened with dust. He ran up to the deck, where he saw that, quote, the whole end of the city near the wharf was gone. Gilbert assisted the crew and other passengers as they pulled survivors from the water and the shore. After a harrowing escape from debris and oil burning on top of the harbor's water, the Empress of Australia limped its way into the outer harbor, where its passengers, including Gilbert, were eventually transferred to another ship and made their way home. While there were many close calls, there were no reported deaths among the Adventists on shore. Those in Tokyo were singing their closing hymn as the quake struck and the church jumped. Everyone rushed outside, exiting in time to see the publishing plant collapse. With their homes badly damaged, the Adventist workers began living in tents while taking in other Adventists whose homes had been completely destroyed. The American workers were told by their embassy that they could be sent home. But as reported by Victor Armstrong, Japan Union Mission president, quote, not one of our workers has any other plan but to stay by the work. We are all of good courage and happy to be of service to those about us. Adventist history is often focused on Seventh-day Adventists working at Adventist institutions and attending Adventist meetings dealing with Adventist issues. But this week is a good reminder that Seventh-day Adventists were and are often caught up in broader historical events. Equally as often, Adventists have chosen to stay by whatever work they've been called to do in whatever circumstances they find themselves. That comes from this week in Adventist history.